we had the skills competition today at the All-Star game, and I'm glad there were a couple of moments that were kind of thrown in there that were fun. Um, I thought Kevin Bieksa, if you watch the Sportsnet feed, Kevin Bieksa was hilarious. And Kevin Bieksa, I knew he was funny from when he was a Canuck. I know there were numerous times where during interviews he would say things and be like, oh man, he got another one by him. Because he usually says things so deadpan that interviewers just, oh, okay, and they accept an answer from him and they take him at face value when they really probably shouldn't, or at least think about it. The commentary, other than that, there was a lot of cringy moments that I felt took place during the commentary. But again, they're trying to fill so much time for these competitions, and I don't know. I don't know that we come out of these competitions learning a lot. For the most part, there are a few that are fun, but there were a couple that I thought players openly didn't enjoy it. We're going to start with the fastest skater. It's won again by Connor McDavid. That's 3 years in a row, 13.378 seconds to get around the rink. But Kendall Coyne Schofield, she kind of stole it. She comes in at 14.346 seconds. She actually skated a faster time than Clayton Keller, so she comes in 7th out of 8 in the competition, and that's at 5'2". And I have to say, it is very impressive that she did this. 5'2", had to be very nervous, and she goes out there and skates very, very well. I understand there will always be people that say, oh, women hockey players suck and it's just not the same. And no, Kendall Coyne wouldn't be an NHL level player. She'd get squashed pretty darn quick. But women can skate, women can shoot. Female hockey players are still pretty solid hockey players. So it was nice to see that, and it would be nice to see, I don't know, some kind of a format going forward where you can have fun with it. Because a lot of these, some of them just tend to drag. Puck control. Johnny Gaudreau, 27 seconds, 27.045. Patrick Kane, 28.611 seconds. And they're the ones that did well. And, Elias Pettersson, of course, didn't do particularly well at this. He finished with, I think, 13.9 seconds and fastest skaters, so he's out there. But, Gaudreau wins this one for the second year in a row. And again, I don't really have anything to add to that. Just, he did well in the puck control. Save streak, Vasilevsky looked like he was going to win it with 8. Lundqvist, though, he beat it. He absolutely beat it. And he came close to that record. The record is 14. I believe they said it was Marc-Andre Fleury had the record at 14. He stops 12 breakaways in a row. So that's something. The passing competition, and this is the one players don't seem to enjoy very much. They don't. There were a lot of them that were kind of open about how this is one that they don't really like. There are moments where it feels like you're not measuring it. Well, anyways, some of the timing issues seem to be pointed out by a couple of them, and we'll see if this one survives to next year. Leon Draisaitl won it with a time of 1 minute and 9 seconds. Sebastian Aho, 1 minute and 18 seconds, was second. So Draisaitl wins it. He's the first German to win anything at the skills competition. They were pretty certain about that. I don't know that any German player's been in a skills competition before now. Hardest shot. And they mentioned at the start of this one has evolved. So, 20, 30 years ago, slap shots were really, really often the big thing. That was your big weapon. Now, slap shots aren't nearly as prevalent. That one-timer is more of a snapshot than a slap shot. And so right off the bat, it seemed like they were announcing it like, well, we're not going to see anybody beat this record because they don't shoot this way anymore. Players don't play this way anymore. Carlson wins it with a 102.8 miles an hour. Brent Burns on his second attempt after missing the net on his first. 100.6 miles an hour. He was second. So I don't know. It was a fun for these guys. I don't know. Some of it, it's like some of these things feel like they're too out there and like the the passing one just felt like it was too complicated, and the hardest shot, and random in some spots. And the hardest shot, yeah, I don't know. You can't take that out of there, but there has to be something else they can do with the skills. Shooting accuracy, David Pasternak wins that with 11.309 seconds. Letang second with 12.693. The little targets with faces on them that light up. Go back to the old targets. And I mean that. Take the pass, hit the target. It is my favorite part of the skills competition. And when I see it's not done that way and they have the little lights on them, no, I don't like it. And yeah, that's fine. You know, people are going to call me whatever for saying it, but I don't. I miss the old styrofoam targets that just burst when you hit them. I miss, you know, and they showed it tonight even on the highlights where they showed Ray Bourque hitting 4 out of 4 and Messier 4 out of 4 and Roenick 4 out of 4. And that was the big thing, right? Pass, shoot, pass, shoot, pass, shoot, pass, shoot. Done. 4 out of 4. And it was the highlight, I felt, other than Ally Afraidi's wicked slapper, which was a highlight of a lot of things. His slapper wasn't always the most accurate, but man, it was scary. Letang came in second on shooting accuracy with 12.693 seconds. And then, of course, Austin Matthews kind of steals the show by taking his Leafs jersey off to reveal a Sharks All-Star jersey with Marleau's name and number on it. That he did, saying that Marleau's, you know, a good friend, a great teammate, a good leader, and he wanted to do it because it's in San Jose, and he wanted to pay tribute to him while he was there. Mentioned that Marleau's in Turks and Caicos right now. I don't think he's hurting for not going to the All-Star game, in other words. But, yeah, that was kind of a nice touch. And I don't know, to me it feels like they drag it out. You guys can let me know if you watch this. Does it feel like they drag it out just so they can pad on all of that extra advertising? Or what? Because it feels that way to me. To me, it feels like there's a lot of time added on that really doesn't need to be in there, and they make it a lot longer than it should be. And for people who are in attendance, I sometimes wonder if the parts with the mascots that we weren't necessarily seeing, if they might have been more entertaining. Gritty skated around the ice, and they talked and joked about him racing against Sharky. But I think that whoever's in that Gritty suit, he's a pretty damn good skater. He is a pretty good skater, because it doesn't look like a suit that would be aerodynamic by any stretch. Sharky's was a bit slimmer, but yeah. So that was kind of fun. But again, and I mean, I watched the skills. The only reason I even half watched it was because, you know, I have the channel, and it's like, you know, I should talk about it a bit. But to me, the highlights are Matthews in the Marleau's jersey. Ryan O'Reilly, they were trying to get to play the banjo. Anyways, that was just weird. And Kendall Coyne showing that women can skate pretty darn fast. And that was kind of a nice touch. And I don't know what you do with it. Because other than that, there's a lot of stuff that, I don't know. When I'm watching some of this stuff and I kind of, whatever. And it is really hard for me to get out of that mindset once I'm in it. So, what do you guys think? How impressive is this? I would imagine it's more fun for the fans that are there live. So if you watch this live, how did you feel about it? Did you enjoy it? And yeah, so just let me know. Remember, the All-Star game is tomorrow, and I'll do my best to watch as much as I can tomorrow. Promise. It's not easy because the All-Star game can be tedious, but I'll do my best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just tap it upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.